Hi class. Well, after looking at the Learning Disabilities Checklist, I gathered from the information that this is a guide for teachers, educators, people involved with the student that shows signs and things that they should be on the lookout for in terms of trying to identify a learning disability. It's so important that teachers are observant, that educators are making note of this because it is something that affects a lot of children and can really make a big difference in their education. So the information stated that the disability can affect their reading, their writing, the math, speaking, social skills, and because of this, the checklist is broken down into 8 different domains, which are gross and fine motor skills, language, reading, written language, attention, math, social, emotional, and other. And then under each of those domains, there are several things listed which are characteristics that may apply to a student. So for example, if you have a student that seems to be unorganized or seems to have attention problems, have trouble paying attention, then you might look through this list and go through and check what applies to that student. And there's also a yellow box for certain checkpoints which indicate characteristics that may be more likely to appear at that specific age or at that specific stage of life. So that kind of tells you, this student does have problems paying attention, but this is something that is fairly common at their age. While if there's not a yellow box indicated there, that might be a sign that this is something more abnormal for that age or for that grade. So this is really something that teachers and educators are using not to diagnose a student, but as a first step or as a leading step to identifying whether the student may have a learning disability. And this document also talked about how this is something that affects people their whole lives. It's not something that is just cured. So it's really important to get students the help they need if they need the help, and this is just a great guide. It's very specific, it gives very good examples, and I think it's a very easy tool to use, and it's something that can be very helpful in helping our students.